So I was watching Sebastian Lague's new video where he answered our question, and he mentioned a project he worked on a while ago where he made a game where you could code your own snake in the snake game, like an AI for the snake. And I found that interesting, so I decided to do something similar with Pacman. So I made a game where you can code your own ghosts, or you can code Pacman itself and control the ghosts yourself if you want. Um, it's not done yet. The collecting dots mechanic is not implemented, and the dying mechanic is not implemented either. But this is just a prototype. For now, it's in the console, but I do plan on eventually remaking it with Unity to make an actual game. So let me show you how it works. First of all, you need to draw the map. So I have this map.txt file here, and you can draw the map. This is just a simple map I made. You can make it as big as you want, as small as you want. It just needs to fit within the console boundaries. So if you have a small console, like if your screen is small, the console may be smaller for you, so you have less character space than other people. But yeah, it can be as big as you want, as small as you want, as long as it fits in the console. Next up, what you need to do is go into entitylist.cs and add all of the entities you want. So here I added a ghost, which will start at position 5, and its controller will be a random controller. So this ghost just moves randomly, and you can specify the color and the character of that ghost. And then I added a Pacman with its starting position and a manual inputs, which mean I will control Pacman. Note, the the you can only have one entity with manual inputs, and it must be the last one in your list. So if you want to add another ghost, it needs to be above Pacman. You cannot put it below, or everything will break due to how it's coded. And if I play here, this is me, I am Pacman, and this is the ghost, and I can move, and the ghost just moves randomly. So let's say you want to make your own AI for a ghost. What you need to do. So here you need to add a new class, and you can call it whatever you want. Let's say custom controller, oh, with a capital letter because it's a class. .cs because it's a C# file. And here we have custom controller. You can remove the internal because it's not needed, but it needs to inherit from entity controller. Entity controller is an interface I made which has a function called control entity which receives an entity. So if we go into what custom controller, we can implement the entity, and here you can do whatever you want. You have access to the entity, but the interesting part is that the entity has access to the game itself, which has access to the level, which has access to the map. So you have all of the map within your boundaries, but the entity also has access to the game, which has access to all of the other entities. So you have access to all of the other, and so you have access to all of the ghosts positions, you have access to Pacman's positions, so you can make some cool mathematical formula to do the best AI possible if you have the time, which I find really interesting. I haven't gotten the time, I haven't got, how do I say this? I haven't taken the time to make a cool AI myself, but if you are interested in seeing the future of this project and all of my future projects, I will leave a link below to a Discord server I just made. It's currently empty, there's just me and my test account. But if you are interested, please join. And this project will be shared in the Discord server, so you can play with it yourself and maybe make your own AI and share it with other people, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you um, how to add another ghost. So let's say you want to add another ghost, you can do new ghost with a starting position, let's say 10, 10. Let's say new random controller. So if you made a custom controller, this is where you would call your custom controller. Random controller. And then you specify a, nope, then you specify a color, so console color dot, let's say magenta. And then you specify the character, which will define it, let's say K. And then don't forget to put a little comma at the end, because this is a list. So here, if I say play, there you go, you have another ghost here. Currently there's no checks to say if you spawn on a wall. I'm gonna add that later, but there is a check to make sure you don't walk onto a wall. Here Pacman is trying to walk onto a wall, but it doesn't work. But yeah, if you spawn onto a wall, it's gonna break things. I don't know what happens. Let's try it actually. So let's go into entity list and place Pacman at 0, 0, where I know there's a wall. Yeah, he's just stuck here and things break. Yeah, there you go. Things break. That's what happens. Anyways, thanks for watching. I think this project is pretty interesting, and I hope to see you later. Bye bye.